Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Philip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Stay there. Stay there. 280.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Bears take over first down. Let's go. Let's go. 25-yard
line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Ran, tight. 57 to Mike. 57.
Play action. Now Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch Mike. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Check. Lucky.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
57.
Again, it's Trubisky. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Aaron Lynch just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Aaron Lynch.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd and 2, Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing, Rivers. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. That's their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. And he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Come on, 180. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Hey, 18.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Red Delta!
Throwing again. Rivers Throwing the out route and complete. That's Henry. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58, boys, 58.
To throw again. Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The screen pass here to Cohen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Off the toss, Cohen. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Alert, 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 alert. 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 36.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Hey, pick your game up. 18. Hey, alert.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Rush in. Red, tough. Undercrush. Red, tough. Check 43. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shift. Watch the shift.
They go play action with Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Right there. Let's go, D. Big series.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the second time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Check 26, check 26. Check. Check.
They run it here with Gordon. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And the Bucks are out to an early lead. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. That's complete right side to Gabriel. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Mike 57. Hey, watch your leg.
On third down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there. And now it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Miller on the catch over the middle. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get
Hey, 79! 79!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
390!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bring it. Watch the safety creep.
Buffalo one, Buffalo one. White, 89!
Rivers now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 25 on 2nd down, Trubisky caught out left side by Robinson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
18.
Here's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. First down, here's White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Here's White. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Get up! 180!
Check 52's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On 2nd down now. It's Gordon, and he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And the Chargers first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Record.
Running on first down, Eckler. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That's where you belong.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Danny.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And now here's another interception. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's see what you got.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Recon, 132 fighter. Cross the right.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers, and his throw is incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives him the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Ready! Round 80!
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Set, black 15!
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
For the Charger field goal, a 36-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Lock in.
They keep it on the ground. White again. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, a run from White. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Rivers to throw it. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. This is Gordon. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.